brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. They bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Browns send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. The 4 touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. 2nd and 5. And pass complete. Here's Boutte with it. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20.
Show a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
15 yards. That's
They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First and goal, Rams.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
At the 10-yard line.
Now back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
The Browns offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. You can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. The Cleveland offense ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. 3rd down and 1.
Compared to Michael Mayer. It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for Rams. 1st down.
And they'll run it with Hunter. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll work down inside the 45. You look at this Browns defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Browns at 4-11 on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 11. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Second and 13. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man, Boutte. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
A give up the middle with Benson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
He'll look to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This is caught. Touchdown. Brenton Strange, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Nifty move. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Cleveland offense making their way out. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A give. Here's Judkins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. Here's Hunter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Ethan Evans now. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Checks it down to Jenkins. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw again. That escapes the sack. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. It is Week 17. Playoff spots on the line, seeding on the line, coaching jobs may be on the line. Let's dive in. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at venerable Soldier Field. The Bears at home to take on the Lions in the NFC North. And it's Jared Goff hooking up with the All-Pro Amon-Ra St. Brown. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And this is Bryce Young. He's got a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, including this one. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Panthers with a 14-10 lead at the half. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys taking on the Jets. And it's Breece Hall. He's a weapon in the run game. He's a weapon in the passing game. Look at him go. Put it down as an 81-yard catch and run for the score. This one is at the half with the Jets with a big lead on the road at the half. With that, let's give you a look at the all-important playoff picture in the AFC here in Week 17. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Rams offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Rams first down.
Hunter. And a pretty good as he'll take this down to the 33. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And now the ball's out. Well, it looked like the Rams player was able to get his hands on him, yes, so they will hold on to the football indeed. Second and short now following the fumble. This is Hunter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Third and 2.
No gain on the play.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Trey Benson, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but takes it all the way into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 8.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
There's a short one caught by Fannin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
13 more yards. That's another.
On first down, here's Judkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 16-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Out quickly to Judy. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A gain of 10 brings up third and
They'll try and run here with Judkins. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, a other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Caught by Mayer. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Gets this complete to Butte. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12 yards. And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Look at this, a tight end carry. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
It's no accident they've been moving the ball well all game long. This offensive line has done an excellent job adapting to everything the defense is throwing at them and creating holes for their runners.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunter. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
It's a gain of 5.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. Again on the ground with Hunter. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Down at the 41. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. A 3rd down gain of 19.
first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Rams.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Hunter is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Now the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns get a bit closer. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Rams offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Caught. It's Wilson.
Complete to Michael Wilson. A loss of the yard.
They'll look to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
To Kyron Williams. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
The Rams on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. He'll try to pick, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. There's a short one caught by Freeman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Setting up a screen for Judkins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Pass caught by Freeman. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Browns.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
17.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a two-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last two drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a two-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's match the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Hunter. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hunter. And taken down just shy of the 40.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Back to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That one hit right at the 9, but he couldn't get it to check up. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll try and start this drive in the air. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Fannin. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
In trouble, and he's taken down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jarquez Hunter with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
3rd down and 7.
A give up the middle. Jenkins. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. There's a short one caught by Finn, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Browns first down.
Shakes off the sack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he is going to lose yardage here. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Now, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Jenkins. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Rams, they get the critical victory to move them to 9-7 now. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.